Do you want to know my top 20 Emma Blackery songs? Of course you do. Which is why I'm now making this video. And in fact, it was Emma who, I must say, when she first made them, gave me the inspiration to do these. Took me 4, 5, probably 6, bloody hell, years to finally get around to it. But what really made me do it this time is about 2 days ago. Emma made a video going through she just did the top 10 of her favourites of her own songs. And revealed that figuring them out, she used this Tumblr algorithm thingy. Which I also used. Because it was... I have a feeling it made it more of an accurate result than me just trying to figure it out in my head. I did do that about 3 years ago, shortly before the pandemic. I've got the list somewhere. It'd be interesting to see how they align. I'm pretty sure I've got it on the boat. So if I do, I'll dig that out and have a little compare. But without further ado, let's do the top 20 that science decided. Number 20, Magnetised. Only for this EP, it's my favourite Emma release ever. You will notice that, especially when we get in the top 5. It is my favourite Emma release. But Magnetised, it's my least favourite song from it, despite it being the title track. And I feel like it's a slow, mellow song, but there isn't... When I like a slow, mellow song, I absolutely just fall in love with it and think it's so beautifully crafted. It just fills my heart, even if it's quite a sad song. As for Magnetised, I don't know what it's missing. I feel like it's, for the sort of tempo it's at, it's not deep enough for me. I don't know how to place it, because I remember she sang it at Sitsi, the second time I saw her, when she just released the Magnetised EP. And I remember there just thinking, this song, even there when it was live, it just needed, I don't know how to describe it, but just something more to make me love it. But which is quite a shocker for then my 19, which has that. I'd say it's a very similar song to Magnetised. It's Forever off of her Wolves EP. And despite the fact that it's very much the same tempo, same style, I think it being about still being in the relationship and it being so perfect and having so much love for your partner and them having so much love for you, it comes out in the way that Emma delivers the song. It's such a simple song, but Emma delivers it so sweetly. I think her slightly high feminine voice just really makes the song come alive, even though it's such a mellow song. It's so beautiful. Very different to my 18, number 18 off of her second album, More Fool Me. I'm pretty sure I was sleeping on this one. I don't think she played it on the Girl in a Box tour. I don't remember her playing it, but I do vaguely remember listening to it when the song came out. And I think she had it like her number 8 of her favourite songs that she's made. And I completely forgot about it. I'm so happy she brought it up again, because it made me, like, I don't say I've fallen in love with it, but I deeply appreciate the craft of it. It's so delicate of a song for being about such a dark topic. And it's one of those things where the topic is so dark, I feel like to just have a whole guns a-blazing rage song just cheapens how serious, like, how deep the crime was. I mean, it's so much better and more impactful to have one of these darker, also more layered songs with more nuance of having different directions of did I do something wrong or things like that. I feel it's so much more impactful. But you know, if you just want a whole guns a-blazing fuck you song, come for my 17, Agenda. That is a brilliant song. It is the perfect pop song to sing about a bastard. It's a great song. And it's so fun to sing along to at a concert, just spelling out Agenda. It's so simple, but makes you feel so alive. And so does my number 16. It was a standalone single, Cry to Your Mother. And it's not just like a gender where you can just shout it out. There's a real darkness to it. There's like a real sinister sort of... It's quite evil, I would say. In a really good way. And she released it around the time of Girl in a Box. I think it's better than any of the songs on Girl in a Box. It's just so spiteful and conniving and done so slickly and perfectly. I absolutely love it. And then my number 15, it's the same attitude, but so much softer. It's Wolves. And she's openly criticising who she's talking about in the song. But with her saying, like, I'm sick of running, my arms are open, it's not just the conniving hatred that she's trying to get out, it's also the overcoming. I love that song where, the songs where you're not just getting all your negative shit out, you're also coming to a more positive place and coming to a reckoning. I really like that about Wolves. I love the instrumentation. It's so soft. Most of Emma's songs are about like getting out angry thoughts she has about certain people in her life. It's really great to see not just her have, but also after Villains and all the dire disasters she went through trying to make that, especially the finances and how she was manipulated into spending that much money. I mean, those figures, you could almost say it was financial abuse. But it's so amazing that despite going through what I'd say is financial abuse, she was able to make a song that showed wanting to move on and not being afraid of their confrontation and just saying, yes, I'm here. Take me for what I am. I don't care. And being able to softly but very firmly move on. And also be proud enough to make that the head single of like the next stage. Now at number 14, if you saw Emma's video about Let Me Be, you would know it wasn't really one of her songs. It was just a pop song she attached to Sucks to Be You because they just needed some filler. It's just a fun song. It really is. That's great to sing at a concert, but there's already much else to say about it. My number 13, Nothing Without You. I love this song. It's got that Sigrid quality of about being quite sad, but being so... The lyrics are sad, but the structure is so happy and upbeat. You have no idea. You're just not registering it in your brain at all. And you're just happily singing along. I love this song. It is the perfect opener to a concert, which she did when she did Sitsi the year she released the EP. That was a fantastic concert, especially if you were there, you saw her silver cape. Whoever did the costume design, they're a genius for that. That was a brilliant show. And then my number 12, Sucks to Be You. This was the first cunty Emma Blackery song, the real cunty one. I remember watching the video all those years ago. Whilst I dabbled a bit with Emma's early stuff. I was always more into her videos before Sucks to Be You, but Sucks to Be You was the first Emma song where I was like, damn, I'm loving your music. It was some fucking fire. It was some rage, and it was so delicious. And then again with number 11, moving on to flip-flopping through this top 20, something completely opposite, What I Felt With You from her album Villains. It almost seems like an antidote to Villains. It's near the end. It's a couple tracks before Burn the Witch. It's still got the feel of most of the Villains songs of frustration with somebody. But it's so mellow. I think what I was saying about Magnetized, actually I think I figured it out now. What I Felt With You there's some percussion in the instrumentation of it, whereas Magnetized doesn't have that, or not deep enough. I feel like that would have elevated Magnetized a bit, but instead you put it in What I Felt With You. And especially also with her wispy chorus and just lovely intonations between keys and delivery of the lines. It's such a lovely song and the perfect, beautiful antidote to all the angry songs on the album. Talking of which, number 10, Third Eye. It is It's not an angry song though. It's definitely within the sort of angry, angsty bulk of Villains. The way it's quite smooth, but also quite cutting. I don't know, because like the sort of bass level, it's really smooth and slick. But then they put over the top the da 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 da. It's like really staccato. It does come across like Emma's this sinister mistress who's making all sorts of drama happen behind the scenes with her third eye. It's just such a... I wouldn't actually say it's a cunty song. It's like a manoeuvring song. It's just produced so perfectly, and it is great to run to. And then number 9, Fake Friends. This is one of the more simplistic songs of Villains, but I just love it. I think it's how... I remember Emma Blackery saying once that she wanted to flesh out the chorus more on Fake Friends. But I think its chorus being so basic is one of the reasons I like the song. It's, again, another really good running song. That's why Villains has quite a lot of good running songs on it. You just charge through. It's just a power, a presence with that song. Even though it is quite simple and quite country like most of the songs of Villains. And I would say my number 8, Cute Without You, is almost identical to Fake Friends. Of course, completely different lyrics, slightly different arrangement, but the feel and basis of the arrangement is very similar. I mean, despite it being called Cute Without You, it was like a cute... It was a cute, cunty song. You got the balance of cutesy and cunty perfect. I mean, this lovely little song sandwiched in between Villains and My Arms Are Open. It is just the perfect little bit of tea. I was never really a fan of Dirt. I think in an ideal universe, Emma Blackery would have made Cute Without You as part of Villains and made that the lead single. And I know, of course, Cute Without You came after the release of Villains, but in an ideal universe, Emma would have written and produced Cute Without You before Villains and made that the lead single. And now, number 7, we're taking a right U-turn. Such a different song. It's the first of 2 in my top 20 from her latest EP, which I will have a review of soon. I would have had it up already if I didn't have technical difficulties. But number 7, Fake My Death. It's probably the mellowest song I've ever heard Emma come out with. Apart from maybe a couple on her early EPs. It's so soft. I think the guitar in the background, it's so light, but it makes the song, and it completely creates the ambience of it. I feel like you're making so many mistakes, but there's always someone there to hold your hand and help you through and remind you you may not be perfect, but you are loved. It's so delicate. And I love the pairing of like the metaphor of faking your death. It's probably one of the most fucking messed up things you could do. And just feeling like you would end up doing it because you panic about things so much, but you still got a support network there. It's such a delicate song and I absolutely love it. And then for number 6, we're staying on the same EP. We're still on Cannot Help Myself, but with a song that seems to be about the same topic, but in a completely different vein. Heaven/Hell. And I like it for pretty different reasons. I like it because of its instrumentation, but because it's so sly and slick and sneaky. It's nothing like Third Eye though. Like, it has the exact same feel of Third Eye, but done in a completely different way. And it fits... It's so clearly about her and Davey, and it fits that dynamic so well. It's such a delicious song to listen to. I feel like it's the best word I can use to describe it. And now we come into my top 5, also known as the Magnetized track list. It literally is. Number 5, we have one of the oldest Emma Blackery releases, because Human Behaviour is not only on Magnetized, it was on the EP Human Behaviour, which she released on Bandcamp only back in 2012. I remember finding it. I've been watching Emma Blackery religiously for 2 months I'd known her in early 2013, and I found the EP. I remember the song on Eventide. The song Eventide is very long, but it's so beautiful, and I've never found it since. So I need to sign up to her Patreon. Sorry, Emma, I have not done that sooner. I'm a terrible fan, but I promise I will. But as for Human Behaviour, it's such a delicate, lovely song. It's the perfect ending to that EP. I love that song so much. It fills me up with so many jelly beans. And I remember on the Villains tour, she sang it live. It's one of the most precious moments at a concert I've ever had. Oh, I love that song so much. And in number 4, sticking to Magnetized, Don't Come Home. It's got 4 layers. Each section of the song is almost a different genre, a different musical arrangement, and they all complement each other so perfectly. And there's such a spectrum of emotions. I don't know how to describe this song. It's a song where it's so good and I love it and cherish it so much. I don't know how to describe it. And I feel the exact same about number 3. Number 3 is Instead. It is one of the most stripped back Emma songs. It's so precious. It's so heartbreaking. So is Don't Come Home. They're both so heartbreaking. They're so instrumentally different, but about the exact same thing. But they fill my heart with so much jelly beans. I don't know how to describe it. I love them so much. I remember the Sitsi, I saw her when she had just released the Magnetized EP. The week afterwards, I went on holiday to the Alps, and I remember I was on the train going there, because if I don't have to, I don't fly. I will get the train halfway across Europe. I was getting the train there, I was going past all these mountains listening to the EP, and I was like, this is bliss. But then on to number 2, we're departing Magnetized for a little bit. We're going back to Je M'en Fous, Sucks to Be You, with the least Emma song she's ever released, because all she did about it was sing it. It's Look What You Made Me Do. I mean, let's be real. As for the creation of the song, it's a pretty bog standard. It's a pretty crap song. It's so bloody basic. You can tell that Emma didn't put any effort into creating it. It was just created probably by some pop-obsessed Swede to market out to someone else. It just happened to be Emma at a time where she was more interested in making her videos because they were doing fucking fire. But fucking hell, I don't give 2 shits. It's a fab song. It's a crap song, but it's a fab song, and I love dancing to it. It is amazing at a concert. Please resurrect it, Emma. It's so stupid. Yeah, the lyrics don't really mean anything. I have a feeling, again, it was written by a Swede, because it's imperfect English, but no English person would ever describe whatever the song is about, which I don't really think is anything. No native English speaker would describe anything like that, even though the song's about nothing. It's just a fun song to dance to. Probably doesn't deserve to be even in the top 5, let alone 2nd place. But it has such a drive to it. I'm obsessed with it. It's brilliant live. And I feel like it would be like the perfect Eurovision song. I'm still determined to get Emma Blackery to do Eurovision. I feel like a song like Look What You Made Me Do, just having that like rocker chick girl vibe. I don't think the juries would be into it, but I feel like you'll get loads of televotes. And we may have another top 10 on our hands. Who knows? It's just a fun song. But let's take it to keep more serious. Number 1, favourite Emma song ever. We get back to Magnetized. It's Fixation. It's perfect instrumentation, perfect level of dreaminess and wispiness. Lovely, delightful, delicate lyrics. The intro, it's just the right pace, just the right setup. So delicate, slow but perfect to be that slow. So precious, and then it builds up so delicately but so perfectly. And the end, the way she sings, is that now my heart depends on how long I can pretend. The way she just ends that. in not it doesn't come to completion. The tone of how she says the last line, it's open-ended. I think that's the best feature of the song. It's so delightful. And to think she first wrote it in like 2010. Emma, you peaked too soon. And to think she had it in her bottom 5 of the songs she made. And it's in my top 5. It's my number 1. How could you do that to me, Emma? Anyway, rant, spiel, whatever the fuck, over. That was my top 20 Emma. I will have many top 20s to come. Probably won't have a top 20 myself in the charts, but oh well. I have been Jack, the music lover, and I'll see you in the next one.